Generally, I'm not actually too bothered about new perfume releases simply because there are just so many. I actually can't keep up with all of them and it can be quite overwhelming. But there was something about this particular new flanker that was released that I was very curious about, and I just knew that I needed to go and get my nose on it. Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Verity. Thank you for joining me. And a really big thank you to anybody who has subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. In today's video, I'm talking all about the new Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb Flanker, Flowerbomb Extreme. I recently got to try it in the store and I'm really excited to share my thoughts on it. So let's get straight into the video. So I have always actually been a fan of the OG Flowerbomb. Now, funnily enough, even though I love it, I've never actually owned a bottle. So I've kind of loved it from a distance and really appreciated it, but from afar. When I went into the store to try the new flanker, I also wanted to try Tiger Lily. So I put Extreme on one side and then I put Tiger Lily on the other side. And I just walked around the mall, sniffing myself, doing my usual craziness. Previously, I had tried Tiger Lily, but it was only on the test strip, so I hadn't tried it on my skin. I loved it on the test strip and I almost bought it because of that. I stopped myself because I know that I've done that in the past and it is just the biggest mistake. You have to try it on your skin. So I'm not going to beat around the bush any longer. I'm just going to tell you straight up, I had to buy a bottle. I could not stop smelling myself, no joke. It was like an addiction. I was just sniffing myself the whole time and I could not get over how delicious and gorgeous this smells. Not only does it smell amazing, but it stayed on my skin the whole day. I didn't buy it on the spot that day because I like to go away and I like to do my research online to get like the best deal. I got a 50 ml and I'm kind of like thinking, I should have just got a big bottle. I'm trying to get smaller bottles so I can actually get through my perfumes. This is the kind of fragrance I love. This is my jam, raspberry jam to be precise. This is the kind of scent profile that I love. It's one of those fragrances that smells absolutely addictive. Oh, it's so delicious. It really does have the OG DNA in it. This really reminds me of one of my favorite childhood desserts. And it's a dessert that was like a proper treat. We didn't have dessert often, but when we did, oh, it really was yummy. This reminds me of raspberry ripple ice cream. So vanilla ice cream with swirls of raspberry syrup running through it. That was like one of my favorite ice creams. And this really makes me think of that. Similar to the ice cream, like the raspberry is there, but it's the vanilla that is kind of like the main character in this fragrance. The raspberry is way more subtle and there is hints of like citrus notes in the opening. It's so gorgeous. The key notes listed for this are actually vanilla, raspberry, rose absolute, freesia and patchouli. Some other notes that are listed in this is bergamot, tea, jasmine and orange flower. So it has a blend of some really nice florals in here. And as I said, you get that little hint of a citrusy opening. But this is an absolute like powder bomb. I feel like it should have been called powder bomb because it is very powdery and it's the kind of powder scent that I love. I do feel like this leans quite feminine and I would describe it as a very kind of sexy, sultry, kind of playful scent, but it would be one that would be incredible for a date night. Like it's so sexy and it's quite intoxicating because it leaves this bubble of like warm, powdery, creamy sweetness, like you smell almost edible and it's delicious. I do feel like it is similar to that La Vie Belle profile, so if you did enjoy that kind of scent, there is a high chance you would also maybe enjoy this one because it does have a similar kind of vibe, although I do actually prefer this one, to be honest. I have had Nivea Bell in the past, but there's something about this one. I feel like it works really well in the heat because I live in a very hot climate. I don't find it stifling or heavy or anything like that, whereas Nivea Bell, I feel like that kind of has a bit of a time and a place, whereas this is a bit more easy wearing, I feel. Also for me, like, longevity plays such a role in when I'm purchasing a fragrance. I know for some people that isn't always a priority. Personally, I like to invest in a fragrance if I know it's going to be long lasting and it's not going to need respraying throughout the day. And this did not disappoint. Oh my goodness, this stayed on my skin for hours and hours. So that was another thing that was like, yes, I have to get a bottle. It is just super long wearing. It leaves an incredible sillage. You just smell sweet and powdery and feminine and girly, and it just makes you feel good when you wear it. I'm so excited to wear this over spring and summertime because it genuinely smells amazing in heat as well. It's not heavy. I would absolutely love to know if you have got your nose on this or if you have it. Do hit me up in the comments and let me know. Once again, a massive thank you to anybody who's hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care, bye.